thank you for being here. My name is Carrie Dickey, and I'm super, super excited to introduce my beautiful friend from Michigan. And she works with the Hawaii girls over in beautiful, beautiful sunny Hawaii. And this is a mother of 5 young men. Holy Toledo, what a mom. A wife, and also a grandmother. And she's passionate advocate of emotional, relational, financial, and physical wellness. I love that. Her heart is for others to know they are powerful in their own health journeys and in the journeys of those they love. She has partnered with LifeVantage for the last 7.5 years. She's an MC2 Diamond. Holy cow, that means that she shares a lot of product with people and has quite a diverse background, including a dance career, brick and mortar businesses, ministry, nonprofit, and even the corporate world. Wow. This business is her absolute favorite, and she's so grateful to be living life now on her terms. So, Angie Huntley, thank you for saying yes to LifeVantage. Thank you for saying yes today. Super excited to hear your story. Keep it tight. 1, 2, 3, go.
Thank you so much, Carrie. What an introduction. What an absolute privilege to be on this call. Thank you, everyone, for being here. You're here because someone shared this with you. Someone shared you a link after the fact, or some of you are here live, and that truly happened because someone cares enough to want you to at least know about something that has been a treasure to so many people, including me. I found this business, and really this company found me almost 8 years ago. My family was going through a bit of a health crisis with several different crises, actually. I was overextended. I was very weary. At the time, I was executive director of a nonprofit. We had the crazy notion to start a franchise restaurant in which we remortgaged our house to start. And we were going through some trauma. And so fortunately, just a wonderful friend who I knew and trusted was willing to take a risk and share something special with me. And when I took a look in that moment, I was wowed. And I thought I was really looking at the information through the heart of a desperate mother, but I was also looking at it through the lens of an entrepreneur. And really the information that was shown to me was so profound that I thought to myself, if this really is half of what it says it is, nobody knows about this. Why don't people know about this? People need to know about this. And so I jumped in hook, line, and sinker. And in a nutshell, I'll tell you that although we remortgaged our house for our restaurant, years working in that, COVID closed its doors. And before that, I didn't make any money. That business owned me. I was exhausted. It took everything out of my family, and I never made an income. My employees made an income. I paid all the bills, but I didn't make any money. What was really intriguing is I started LifeVantage at exactly the same time. And something special was happening. I was sharing with people in the nooks and crannies of my very overextended life, and my income was growing. And I was developing an income with a smidge of the work. Side by side, my brick and mortar was taking everything from me with all of my work. And so it's absolutely my joy right now to be able to share with you something that might be an option to transform you or your family's health, or you and your family's finances. So I'm going to share my screen real quick. I had a slight technical situation, so bear with me just a moment. It shouldn't take me too long. And we are so going to get to where I can see this. Wonderful. Okay, so let me, can everybody see the screen?
Yes, ma'am, we got you.
Slide forward.
We got you.
There we go. Okay, so in our life, I was so thrilled to be able to take hope back and to take power back in areas that I felt very hopeless and powerless in, the health situations that were going on with me and my family. And so really what erupted, because I'm a sharer, I will share anything with anyone, whether it's the latest book, the best movie, a great restaurant, recipes. And so something that so impacted our family's health, as we took it, we felt it, and I couldn't help but share it. In fact, I wanted to shout it from the rooftops. And it's fun. It's a fun way to grow a business because I get to see people take their power back, and I get to see people erupt with hope when they didn't have any. Making a big difference is important to me, and LifeVantage really offered that. And how they do that, you're going to hear us talk about LifeVantage. We call ourselves the activation company. And so I'm going to use a term that might be new to you. It's going to sound like a big word. It's nutrigenomic activation. And nutrigenomic activation is using the cleanest and purest of nutritional components formulated in such a way that they turn on dormant, inactive pathways within our biology. Your bodies are made really, really special. And I always want to explain that to people when I'm sharing what we have, because it's really, really important. It's what sets us apart. LifeVantage is the activation company. We either are producing nutrigenomic activators, which are activating your body's capacity to increase exponentially its healing capabilities, or we're creating revolutionary products that are supporting our activators. And so this will share part of my personality with you. Everyone has a cell phone. Here's my cell phone. Now imagine that I have the cell phone for a year and I have absolutely no idea that it has a flashlight. And all of you know, and I know now that my cell phone has a flashlight. I won't tell you whether this is a true story or not, but let's just imagine that I didn't know that there's a bulb in here or programming or capabilities for this flashlight to turn on. And then someone who loves me very much comes up to me one day and says, I think you need to turn your flashlight on. And I'll say, what flashlight? Your phone has a flashlight. Well, my phone doesn't have a flashlight. I've never used a flashlight. And they say, yeah, your phone has a flashlight. I would say, mine must not work. I must not have one. I clearly don't have a bulb. And they may say, your bulb is right there. You just need to know how to turn it on. And then I would say, well, show me how to turn it on. And literally they may just say, I'm just going to show you how to flip the switch. And now your phone and your flashlight is going to do what it was created to do, what it was designed to do. And activating your body is exactly that. You have capacity within your biology to turn on pathways, and it's simply by nudging them with nutrition to do exactly what they were created to do. And what they're created to do is special. So how this all started, some of you may have received an ABC Primetime investigative report. Hopefully you did. If not, reach out to the person who invited you to this call. I know they'll be overjoyed to share it with you. ABC Primetime investigative report decided to investigate our flagship product before we were even a company, because the discovery that happened from this team of scientists who had spent decades looking at what is at the very foundation of all disease, not treating one disease here or managing that disease there, but really turning on or affecting what's at the very root of all disease as we know it. And I'll tell you, it's this little thing that we call oxidative stress. It's why people are pretty passionate about eating foods rich in antioxidants. Now, this is a pretty big deal. And when this discovery of our flagship product happened, there was a study done on human subjects where 100% of the humans studied lowered their oxidative stress to that of a small child. They lowered their oxidative stress at least 40% in 30 days. It's unheard of. That was published in the Wall Street Journal, an analysis of that, and that got the world's attention. So if you're around my age, you're familiar with this investigative news report that we always saw go in and kind of bust out businesses and call them out where they may have been moving in an unethical way. And they came in to say, hey, we're going to see if this really does what it says it does, because there is no other food, drug, or supplement that actually does this. This is profound. And when John Quinones, the Emmy award-winning reporter, went in 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks, 12 days, he lowered his oxidative stress at 45%. So it went past that conservative estimate and really was told by the formulator, you've just lowered your oxidative stress as a 50-something-year-old man to that of a newborn. Now, that's a big deal. Every day we're on this earth, our oxidative stress levels increase and increase and increase. I want you to look at that red line on the screen right now. And that's the graph that shows your oxidative stress levels raising as you age. And you can see from 40 to 60 to 80, after 20, our oxidative stress levels are high. That red line is what an individual that's not activated looks like. That blue line shows someone on our flagship product, Protandim NRF2. That blue line is straight across, which means when measuring oxidative stress, you can't decipher an 80-year-old's levels from a 20-year-old's levels. That's amazing. And I can tell you, having an 80-year-old mother, being 51 myself, and having children who are activated, I kind of see this play out day in and day out, and it's spectacular. Why we see that, how we see that as a tangible thing is because oxidative stress supports all those disease processes, you name it. If you have disease in your lineage and you think of it, it's rooted in oxidative stress. Some of us can name so many genetic things that are being assumed that they're going to be passed down to us. Skin, kidney, joints, heart, brain, all of these disease processes, as well as autoimmune, rooted in oxidative stress. You can go to pubmed.gov, which is a government-funded website that is a medical reference. It's what our doctors use. They go to for peer-reviewed research. And the number of studies that organizations all over the world have done on oxidative stress is climbing every day. At the time the slide was made, we were almost at 320,000 studies on oxidative stress. I've gone to pubmed.gov. I've typed in oxidative stress. And then in the same search bar, I'll type in something that maybe a family member has. And I've never typed in any kind of unwellness, any type of ailment, and hit search and not have several studies that have linked oxidative stress to that specific ailment. That's what a big deal it is. And why do we have it? It's really oxygen's effect on the body. Every single day we're alive, and oxygen is something we're exposed to. Our oxidative stress levels are increasing. But things like bad diet, processed foods, smoking, alcohol use, all of these things, over-exercise, under-exercise, they're all increasing our oxidative stress levels. And when you think that over 80,000 new chemicals have been introduced into our society since the Industrial Revolution, even without diagnoses, oxidative stress feels like things like no energy, brain fog, aches and pains, being sick all the time. These are things actually that when years ago, I've been activated for almost 8 years, and if someone said, you know, is anything wrong with you? Do you have a need to be activated? I would have said, everything's fine. But all of these things I would have just thought were part of life and part of aging and something that we just kind of settle with, but it's really not. Imagine if we can kind of smack the leg of oxidative stress. If you can imagine the way we feel as a tabletop, whether that has a diagnosis or not, that's the tabletop, and oxidative stress is a leg that supports it. And what if we just knock that down? What would we feel like? What's beautiful about this product is everything that's in it, your body was created to absorb. Turmeric, green tea, ashwagandha, bacopa, milk thistle. This product is comprised of a synergy of herbs. Really, the formulators found that instead of working in pharmaceuticals, they were getting better results with herbs and plants. And some of you may be taking all of those. I talk to people all the time that say, you know, I take turmeric, I take ashwagandha. It's not the same. This formulation has 7 patents. It's not as much about what it's in it, even though what's in it is so special. It's about what it does. This formulation, the way it's synergized, the amounts that are in it are exactly what it needs to turn on that sleeping NRF2 pathway. I want you to think of it like if I had offered you a chocolate chip cookie, you wouldn't say to me, well, you know what? I already have eggs and sugar. I don't need that cookie. And I would be like, listen to me. You haven't experienced the wonderful synergy that's created when this chocolate chip cookie becomes a new compound, and you're going to have this wonderful taste explosion in your mouth. Now, that's similar. In this newly synergized compound, you're going to have this wonderful reaction because your body's going to become activated. Again, this is such a big deal that 31 world-renowned institutions have published studies, studied our product, not just oxidative stress, but organizations like Louisiana State University, Washington State University, the National Institute of Health, the American Heart Association, all on their own dime have studied deeply our product. And you can look up those studies on PubMed.gov. You can go to PubMed.gov and type in Protandim. And if you want to research and dig into that, we encourage you to do so. One of the things that I love about this company is products are birthed from each product. Being involved in this company, I've seen new nutrigenomic activators birthed out of the last one. We didn't stop at Protandim NRF2. We activate a pathway that turns on your body's ability to build and strengthen your mitochondria more than any other food, drug, or supplement. You can activate your NAD and actually double your production of sirtuins within 24 hours. We have an NRF2 activated drink that is almost like a neurological cleanse. It's very, very focused on your brain health. And we see wonderful things with that. And we continue to see the release of new activators. And so with that, we've released a pretty profound and powerful activator just about 18 months ago. And it's kind of taking our worlds by storm. It's collagen. And I didn't care about collagen, you guys. I was activated. I was activated with all those things that I just mentioned. I didn't think I needed collagen, and I wasn't really caring about my hair, skin, or nails. I hate to say that. I know a lot of people do, but 5 kids, businesses, I'm pulled in every direction. Like Carrie, I'm going to put on a hat and off I go. And that was my understanding. But what LifeVantage does is they really educate us why they're on the cutting edge and why they revolutionize the way that something's done. A lot of the people I knew were supplementing with collagen. And just like with supplementing with turmeric or supplementing with ashwagandha, we can't compare activation with supplementation. It's simply not the same. And so really we're seeing collagen is a bigger deal than hair, skin, and nails. How is that? Well, collagen is your most dominant protein out of 20,000 proteins in your entire body. Every single cell you have, every connective tissue is dependent on collagen. You have 28 types of collagen in your body. If you're taking a collagen supplement right now, how many types of collagen are in it? Check the label. We supplement 10 different kinds of collagen because every kind of collagen has a different functionality. And so things like eye health. Did you know that your eyes are 90% collagen? That just blew my mind. Brain health, heart health, joints, you name it, every organ in your body, collagen affects. It's a bigger deal than we realize if we limit it to just thinking about hair, skin, and nails. So we have a breakthrough collagen activator, and it's influencing our overall well-being, and it's different. Not only have we won awards, we're Stevie Award winning People's Choice, which says so much because people are choosing it. People love it, but it is superior. It is unique because it's an activator. We not only replenish with those 10 types of collagen, we activate. Think about that. We activate, we turn on, we flip that switch. We know where the flashlight is. We turn on your body's production of collagen. Now I'm 51 years old. If I'm losing collagen at a 1% rate every year, that's very concerning to me, especially if my brain and my heart and my connective tissue is all made up of collagen. My skin is my biggest organ. I am concerned about that. And so to really activate that production and increase it, to replenish with 10 types of collagen, and then we maintain. We activate your body's ability to keep your collagen from losing at an increased rate. So just being able to activate protection is wonderfully profound and genius and revolutionary of LifeVantage. One of the reasons, again, I love this company. Our activating ingredient is ruby red quinoa extract. One of the things I want to tell you is, if you've never heard of this thing called SOD, SOD is a super antioxidant. Your body can make it when activated. Our activated collagen increases your SOD production by 2,700%. If that's the only thing it did, you'd have me. Just go to Google Scholar and search SOD and your jaw will drop. The health effects of that super antioxidant, and if that wasn't enough, it activates an increase of your catalase, which is another super antioxidant, by 202%. Again, overall wellness benefits are deep. Right here, this is a diagram of a human cell. So I want you to look at week 0. The yellow is collagen. It's high collagen density, and the black is very low collagen. So when we're looking at week 0, we're seeing, oh, it's not looking so good. There's a lack of collagen here. It's so neat to take people to week 8, but look at week 4. 4 weeks, about 30 days, everyone. Look at the increase in yellow. Look at the decrease in black. And then because activation is cumulative, you are going to see with all of our activators, you're going to see more potency at 6 weeks than 6 days. You're going to see even more at 6 months than 6 weeks. And when you start ramping up and you're seeing a year and 2 years, it's really, really incredible what we see in the body. Even with scientific validation, I think it even speaks more with how we feel on the inside and on the outside. We replenish with hydrolyzed marine peptides, 10 different types. And what's incredible is they're bioavailable. That's what really, really matters. And we'll talk about that a little bit more in a moment. We maintain that activated maintenance with citrus berry extract. So again, we're slowing down the breakdown of that existing collagen. And why fill ourselves with collagen? Why make more of it if we're just going to lose it? So again, the brilliance of that formulation, so grateful for. What's not in it is also quite special. No added sugar, no artificial sweeteners. It's non-GMO, it's dairy-free, it's gluten-free, it's soy-free. With so many of our products, we can always stand on that. Our company maintains the highest standard about what they put in it and what they don't put in it. Maybe you're taking a powdered collagen. Maybe you're one that takes the 1 or 2 types within your supplement and you're mixing it in your coffee. What's wrong with that? Well, the particles are actually too big to absorb. And so you might only be absorbing about 10 to 30%. And that's a little alarming when you're spending money, because honestly, even if it's a cheap collagen, the most expensive collagen is the collagen that doesn't work. And for that matter, the most expensive product is the one that doesn't work. True Science Liquid Collagen is a liquid, and the way it's formulated, we're absorbing at an over 90% absorption rate. I feel like I've had a skin transplant. So when I see things like reduce by 22% the depths of crow's feet or increase skin elasticity by 8%, I am floored by what 8% feels like, because I feel like I have a whole new body of skin. I used to be a professional dancer. I dance barefoot. My feet are disgusting. They've like hurt my husband in bed. They're like sandpaper, but they're not anymore. And I haven't been a professional dancer in a really long time, and my feet maintain some ickiness, and it was like I got new feet. But I can tell you stories all day. I can speak science till your eyes roll back. Some people don't want to hear about oxidative stress and SOD, but when you can see a visible difference, it really shows you, wow, with skin being an organ, think of what's going on all the internal organs that you can't see. It's so special to share this because we know all these people. Look at the changes in their crow's feet, changes in the décolleté and in the neck, the skin firming and tightening. There's Carrie. She introduced me. Look at the difference in her eyes. Her face looks lifted. Her tone looks totally different. The woman on the right, it doesn't even look like the same person, but we all know it is because she's known amongst this group of people. Everyone, this is Betty. She's incredible. Look at the difference and how much potency had accumulated between 4 months to 5 months to a year. Her transformation is awesome. I actually heard Seth say he didn't think there was any difference going on until he took those pictures side by side. And he's one of my favorite pictures to show people. I love seeing that it works on men. I love seeing the changes in people's face, no matter what their age, no matter what their skin tone. The changing in the tone is profound. Look at the puffiness in the eyes, the circles under the eyes. We have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of before and after pictures. Dr. Nancy, God bless her, showing her legs off. And just the difference in that is really, really incredible. So it's not just face and décolleté, it's all over your body, arms, legs. We see a difference in hair and eyes. This is my friend Tina on the left. Look at the whites in her eyes. Look at surrounding her eyes and her skin tone. She looks like a different person. This was only 30 days with Tina, actually less, 27 days. Your stomach, your rear end. Are you ready for your skin to just kind of be rebirthed? That's what our activated collagen does. And that's what activation does in our body. Look at the hair growth here and the change in skin tone. even in hair growth, when people had been balding. Remember, collagen is responsible for a lot. If people are seeing these results on the outside, just know that everything that's happening on the inside is powerful. Most of my testimonies from my clients are all how much better they feel, how much better they're sleeping, how much more energy they have. It's wonderful. And then we've actually added, since our activated collagen, a wonderful new activator that's a topical. It's a cosmetic retinol alternative. It's plant-based. So many people want the effects of retinol and what that offers, but they're not willing to have that redness, the itchiness, the soreness that sometimes come as side effects. To have double the potency as cosmetic retinol without all the side effects is something that LifeVantage, of course, would pioneer. And I didn't think I needed it. I had new skin with collagen, but it did get better because this product actually kind of organizes the collagen upon application. It's the power of 11 different serums in one. That's kind of how we do things with LifeVantage. You can tell I'm excited. It's changed my family's life, not only the products, but also the business. And you might be thinking right now, okay, I'm ready. I want to get activated. Living activated is something that I want the benefit of. It's a tool I want in my tool belt. We have an entire product line that, like I said, is either an activator or it's a supporting product that revolutionizes the way that product is done, like gut health. Our probiotic, our prebiotic are revolutionary. They're not like other ones that you can get on the market. Our multi-nutrient delivery system is what you think you're getting from a multivitamin, but we've revolutionized it. So we take other things into account, like what should be taken when, what can the body absorb? And so take a look at our whole product line and see where you fit. Or possibly you're searching for more than just activation. Maybe you're someone who is entrepreneurial like myself, who can't keep quiet about a good thing. I want to tell you, it's a perfect income. For me, it's my main income now. It's not a side income, but it started as that. How incredible for us when we had to remortgage our house for a brick and mortar business to have an opportunity to grow a business with no assets. That speaks everything to me. No overhead, no employees, work from anywhere. I've had stress with all those things. This picture below is my family hiking in the Smoky Mountains, and I did work there. Anytime I had signal, I could send someone a link. I received orders. I'd get done with a hike and I'd find out I just got a customer and my business had grown. We are supported by a customer service call center that is unparalleled. They have your back in all things. We are publicly traded on the NASDAQ. Here's the picture of us ringing the closing bell. There's huge tax benefits to a home business, and we're a debt-free company. Who is that gorgeous lady on the bottom of the screen? Erin Brockovich. She's on our board of directors. Again, if you're around my age, you've seen that movie and you know that she would never attach her name to something that wasn't uniquely special. So get paid for sharing the gift of activation with others. We have an incredible comp plan called Evolve. And honestly, when we instilled that comp plan, I got a 300% raise in my income. I can't say enough great about this comp plan. So the first step is whoever invited you to this call is going to help you pick a business pack that fits where you're at. And what that will offer you, my friends, is a free website, a free app, and product to get started on, to dip in and give it a try. You'll also want to set up a subscription because you want to be activated. You want to be a product of the product. And so your next step will be to select products. It could be that pair, that Protandem NRF2 and the activated collagen, and what they offer together, because together they make each other stronger. And maybe you get on subscription with that. When you order a business pack or any of our consultant packs that contain product through the end of February, you're actually going to receive that free True Renew. Our company was offering that to consultants as well. And I probably don't even know if I would have tried it, but because they offered it to me for free, I tried it. And now I never want to be without it because I felt the difference day one from it. So what would change your life? What would you need? I want you to draw your attention to the third column from the left. And that's the average monthly commissions for our current consultants at different levels. So if you go down a few levels, you may see like, you know what, $650 would really change my life. It might be a car payment. You can go down a couple more levels, and this is again a monthly income. Maybe it's a house payment. What would $7,500 per month change in your life? Would that be something that would be worth investing in and sharing with friends? Down in these lower levels, the elite and executive levels are what really inspires me. And I just want to share with you, when I go to our global events and I see our consultants that have worked to this level, they're creating, some of them, more money per month than other people make in a year. And when I look at them, they're men and they're women. They're old and they're young. They're vastly different backgrounds, vastly different locations in life. There's doctors, there's lawyers, there's truck drivers, there's stay-home moms, there's Amish, there's people from every possible background. What I'm saying to you is there's no glass ceiling. And as a woman who has had to shatter several glass ceilings, I appreciate that more than words can say. Wouldn't that feel good to not have a glass ceiling placing you at how much you can earn, but you can decide that by how much effort? And so, friends, if you've heard enough and you think, oh, maybe this is for me, I'm ready to step in. I can't keep this quiet. My family needs to know about this. My friends need to know about this. I want to be one of the first ones to welcome you. You're in the right place at the right time, and it's an absolutely special place to be. Thanks, everybody, for joining us.